wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Polligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Ducks about to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested, but the offense was throwing it vertically down the field. You saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick completion to the right. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go and make a statement for them.
Well, this defense knew coming in, they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Prime. Fires left. Makes a connection. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, after that completion on the corner route, it'll be interesting to see if later in the game the offensive coordinator tries to set the defense up by showing them the same pre-snap look, but this time sending the receiver to the middle of the field.
Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's got some space. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have. Sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. This quarterback part of their running game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but into the plays when I can be physical and really make him.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. Bust through behind his pad. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Here's a heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Got out of trouble and throws. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Pride. Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. It's on target and complete. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Got it behind the line. It's Alvarez.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Looking to throw again. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The give to the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the catch down the right side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
There he goes. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Going for the marker on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
And the Cowboys moving quickly to the line. Give to the back. Turning it on. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Gets rid of it. He's got it on the run. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Oh, they're after him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Cowboys will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Looking downfield, it's Pride. Rifles it down the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Man, that's a really nice job executed by this offense. Third down, defense expecting pass. They had a plan. Quarterback drops back, gets rid of the football. Nice job after the catch, and a great job setting up a first and goal for this offense.
Floats it out in space. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Touchdown, Oregon! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to be trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Quickly complete. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Made the grab and then did extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defense's speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football. It looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Pride. Finds his man. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the...
Looking for a deep man. Grabs it inside the tag. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, and you keep finding them.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by just 4 to Georgia. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football with the screen.
Breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Quick release by the QB.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Across the 25, he's got room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Pry. He's got his man across the middle, and they're able to get him on the ground.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
It's complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns here, and he moves the sticks again, Dave.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Got the back over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. To throw, it's Pry. He rifles one deep to the left. Touchdown, Oregon! They move on top here in the fourth. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. If you need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. State has it back and the offense is on the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Takes a handoff. It's Cuber. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Rides the back on the option, the give. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
From the gun, the running back has it. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to run for it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he's not going to take the touchback. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Pride. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Timeout, Oregon.
Line getting set on second down. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job. Forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
This crowd even louder now on second down as they try to hold on. They'll run it from the gun. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They'll send out the kicker here. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds.
Big-time moment. This place going bananas, cheering for their squad, cheering for this guy to miss the kick so he can't take the lead, but he delivers in the clutch, and this place just got really quiet.
They make the stop. The coverage team up to the challenge as they put a stop to the return and an end to the game. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation.